Hello everyone, welcome back to my J-Bird. And this is game 5 of Battle of the Boxes. I'm in white, and this is called J-Birds Center, Queen, and King fianchetto to bot 1800. ELO's at 1800. Now, I did use the arrows on this one, but like I said, they're coming up real soon. No arrows used, no assistance, no nothing, and I'm going to put that in the title. And looking at this game, I could have done it without the arrows, but you know how this game goes. Blunders and mistakes are too easy to happen. You're just not, your insights is not seeing properly. So let's get down to it. And it starts out with D3, D6, E3, E5, H3, E6, A3, D7, D2, C6, and E2. And there's your J-Bird since 1977. We go on G5. And, this kind of does what the 2000 program does. And I played the 1900 today. I beat it. No hours and no assistance. That's later on down. I got all the other games to show first, but we'll get some of those games in. You'll see that. G5, G3, and you see I have to do this typical. This is becoming soon normal stuff for me to push this piece up. And soon, like I say, I'm going to know everything to the point where I don't need these arrows. But it's just a reminder, basically, right now for me. After G3, on the low ELO bots here. After G3, castles. B4, E7, C3, F6, and F3. Now, there's your J-Birds center, queen, and king fianchetto. Because it's on the inside, it's the center, it's on the inside. And normally you're over here with the bishop and the knight, but we're calling it that. Before you heard me say J-Bird and Knight's 33. That's another one that could be called too. But this is a new name I created for this opening right here. J-Birds center, queen, and rook fianchetto. Okay, we go on after F3, H6, B1. And there's your, basically a rook lift. A rook lift means it goes up and out, but just to slide it over in this lane, I consider this to be a rook lift already. And it's an easy one. After B1, B8. And see, all this, the computer didn't tell me to do this. Now, it did told me that how I can bring knights up like this and this and that. So, right now, or push this up and open this up like this. This is still my standard. Arrows are going all over the place here, but this is what I picked and chose. After B8, A4, and same thing, pushing these pawns up. I choose this. But I look at the arrows and say, okay, let me look at this board. There's nothing threatening. I'm going up. After A4, D5, B5. And it might have showed the arrow, and that's okay. Let's look at this. Oh, there's no other threat. If he takes, I take. The knight's there. All right, let's do it. B5. After B5, C5. He passes. A5. I keep pushing. E4. H4. And I looked at that arrow. Okay, if I can't do anything, very least I can go back here. Instead of going back here, I'm coming back here. So this makes a lot of sense. Not just to move it. And this would actually be a better square even. After H4, E5, D4. Now, right, instead of taking and open up the lane for him, right, push. It doesn't matter how this works. Leave that pawn there. Don't open this up. After D4, C4, B6, takes B6, takes C4, takes C4, takes B6, D4 takes, D4 takes, G5, A6. And look at this. He's nowhere near my king, and he's just getting torn apart by this opening that I created, and with some little bit of arrow analysis. After A6, D7, G2, C8, B5, D5, A7 check, D8, takes B7, takes B7, C6 check, E8, E7 takes, B6 takes, D5 takes, D6, C7 check, E7, takes E6, takes E6, C3, F5, castle. Now I castle. After the castle, E7, A4, F7, C4 check, E6, B1, E3, takes E3, F4, takes F4, takes F4, takes F4, G8 check, H1, G6, E6 takes, E6 takes, B6, can't move because of this. After B6, D6, D6 takes, H5, E6 takes, H4, H6, G8, C7, H8, and E8, that's mate. 46 moves, which looks like a simple game here. And it looks like I could have done it without it. Now, the next game I got coming up is the 1800 program again, and I beat it with no arrows assistance and did it 6 moves quicker than this game. And I used the arrows on this one. The next one, I didn't use the arrows and did it 6 moves better. You see? Alright, let's take a look at this. My typical opening. There's your jaybird. And right there's your new jaybird center queen and king fianchetto opening. This is the new name now. The game goes on. My typical opening, since these pawns are back like this, now I can remember, look, this is what I need to do. Open up like this and push these pawns up, and then and keep pushing. He passes, and I still keep pushing, and still I got my opening just like this. 1800 bot here in black. Move aside, okay. Takes. Play the game. Everything's covered. And look at that. Look at that. Takes. He takes. And then you get the check. Huh. And it fell apart real quick. And I decided to just keep taking the pieces. Throw another check and then take another one. You know, just that's what you want to do. Once you got the advantage and you know you're ahead and you're winning, just straight down, get rid of the pieces. Play the game. But it's a big problem, though. Alright, there you have it, but it's a big problem. Believe it or not, it still took a lot just to beat this game with arrows or with not arrows. The 1800, the 1900, the 2000, the 2200. I still play a lot of games and I lose, or I just started and I just blundered and made mistakes. It's like I'm trying to figure out the understanding why why am I missing these moves? You know, and like I said, I keep doing it. Sooner or later, you will become this what you need to be, you know, and play this game. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We're going to have some more for you.